This is the model we came up with, and just to see if the one patient that I had, whether or not he could weight bear and actually straighten up. So what we did is I just took a hunting boot, cut off the end, and since he was in a flexured position and couldn't straighten his leg out, I wanted to see if we could get his back straight. So what we did is just rigged up a little homemade model, and he could put his foot in. I strapped the boot in, locked it in, and he was able to go upright and load bear. This is after about 2.5 years of doing those exercises on a daily basis. He was able to be strong enough to load bear on that one leg. It had limited range of motion, so we had to start working with the range of motion. But at this point, he was able to actually walk across the room with this model. Eventually, a few years down the line here, he was able to obviously get completely rid of this, and there's actually another shoe that was quite a bit thicker than this, and he was able to go from that shoe, continue to work with it, to this shoe, and then after a hip surgery that straightened that hip out, he was able to get to the point where he was in this shoe, and he continued to work, trained on a daily basis, exercised throughout several times during the day in some cases, but at least once a day for 6 days for several years. And he was able to get out of being in a wheelchair for over 10 years to the point where he is now out of this shoe and he's into regular shoes. That at one time, one went from a wheelchair to a walker, a modified walker, to this walker. Crutches, these are things that because they core trained and did it appropriately, they no longer need these.